Hey, wonderful people, a pleasant morning to you. Yes, I went to a function. It was good. It's just a little long. It was long, but it was good. I mean, I give it an 8 out of 10. But just, I pray that for the next season that they have this thing again. The Pitchy Patchy, they will condense it a little more. It was a little too long, but it was good. I will give it a good. I will rate it a good. I'll rate it as 8 out of 10. It's just that it's too long and so on. Make it more condensed where it is even more, sweet. Mwah, where it will be like that. All right. Outside of that, and try not to have too many lulls and breaks, change like that. I mean, I don't even know how to explain. Maybe because it's so many of them, it's sometimes you don't want the energy to drop. Or you have to work it up back again and have us like this kind of a feeling sometimes. All right, beautiful people. It is a shame and disgrace on some of these hotels and hoteliers. A shame and a disgrace. I mean, over the years, we've heard that staff, especially the black staff, they have not been treated well. Especially when their ethnic group is not considered to be one of the top tier ethnic groups. You know how the blacks have been treated over the years, coming from slavery and all. And you would hear them complain, and they would complain about the treatment. They would also complain about the salaries. And I don't know how true it is. I don't want to tell any lies, but allegedly I heard that there's some hotels that pay them $3 an hour. $3 an hour. So it therefore means, let me calculate it, beautiful people, because I said to myself, that is... it cannot be true. That I hope somebody will say that that is a lie. We're just going to use the basic 8 hours. I know they work more than 8 hours, but 3 times 8. So that's $24. $24 times 6, because most times they work. That's $144 for the week. $144 US. I'm going to times that by 4 for the month. So for the month they would be earning $576. Let's time that by 160. Let's time 576 by 160. I know. So for the month they're probably earning maybe $92,160, and we're talking before tax. Working in these hotels. And remember the time that I'm talking about, the 8 hour timing. My God. I know that racism and classism, it is systemic. Classism, especially in this country, since it's a predominantly black country, dominated country, in terms of having more black people than any other ethnic group in Jamaica. But when the people are protesting, I saw and they called 2 hotels, and one of them I wasn't so familiar with, but the other one, these are creme de la creme hotels, that the staff have been protesting. Creme de la creme. I would expect this from the little Friars Hotel, them, the little Hiram Scarum one, them. But these are the creme de la creme, so-called in the top tier hotels, that the staff are protesting and, basically going to not give off their service if this kind of treatment and poor salary continues. And I would have figured that the Ministry of Tourism and other relevant authorities would have made a stipulated rule for when investors come in, hoteliers come in, either they're local or international, that they have to, the minimum that they can pay people is such and such. You don't pay what you feel like. $3 an hour for such a job, for that kind of work, with what poor the hoteliers I see go through, with not hoteliers, the workers go through. If really it is true, and it would sound that way, because that's a joke. When you calculate how much it is that they, thing are shaking up. When you calculate how much it is that they would be earning, and remember, I just did it against an 8 hour. Their shift is probably more, longer. And the people decide they can't live like this because they have no life. And they're just working, and to no avail. Financially, to no avail. Socially, to no avail. Psychologically, to no avail. Emotionally, to no avail. Mentally. They are modern day slaves, and they just had enough. They just had enough, and that is why you've noticed a series of them protesting and protesting, because it's just too much. It's like physical pain. The body, once the body reaches a certain threshold, if your body is feeling too much physical pain, after a while you will pass out, because it's not built to go beyond that. And it's the same pain in terms of social and financial and psychological. You're going to tune out. And your way of tuning out is protesting and saying, okay, or you walk off the job. And I'm glad they're united. I never dreamt I would see the day where people unite. Demand respect. You're entitled to that as a human. And respect is not only, oh, hi, good morning, how are you today? Let me speak to you nice. No, it is how you treat me, how I'm paid. And some of these hotels, you don't even know if the people them have to wait probably after before they can eat. And probably eat the food that is there. Can you imagine them have to serve Sir Allen Hungry, bite them and bite the walls? They have to sit down there and wait till the people them get served before they can take a bite. And you want to pay them some like a monkey money? You want to treat them like they're nobodies? That's why some of bad things happen to Toni-Ann health-wise, you know. On the tight with the money, and God find a way to take out back that the money they from, you know. You ever know that? That's why it's not good to be mean. God will find ways, allow, ways to be orchestrated where it will be against you. So you spend far more money than if you freely gave money to people and to help people. When you don't help people, when you don't find ways of helping people, God will find ways in pulling out the money. And it's usually never nice. It's either in sickness or some kind of something wrong with your house. You just constantly spend. It's like you want them to they put holes in your pocket and they cut your pockets. It is sad, hoteliers. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm disappointed when I look at these hotels. I'm like, these are the top-end hotels, and this is how they treat their workers. They contribute to you being in the top whatever, being the creme de la creme, the solid kind of hotels, and you want to pay the people them some little idiot money, and then probably treat them bad on top of it. They can't, with the restrictions that you put on, they might as well put handcuffs on them and arrest them and charge them as well, because they're not treated well. And that is why you see the series of them protesting and protesting, because it's just crazy with how they have been treated. It is so sad. Hoteliers disappointed, and look how, as Jamaicans, we want to go these places and want to go them, but look at how they're treating people. Look at how they're treating people. One of the biggest blunders in life. God says, I sum up, when the Pharisee asked Jesus, what's the greatest commandment? I say, all right. You love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your mind, with all of your strength. And, not maybe, and the conjunction comes. Both are important. And you love your neighbor as you love yourself. You treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. And you don't do that. You don't do that. You treat them, oh, you're a piece of lint or a bottle cap. We no business with you. Just do what we tell you for do. We give you what we give you. Pay wise. We treat you and talk to you any way we want to, and we pay you what we feel like. If that wasn't the case, I know I may be saying it very brash, they wouldn't be protesting. They would have, loved what they're being paid and how they're treated, which they're linked to each other. Sad. Shame on you, hoteliers. Guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe and give me a like.